Hi, I'm Paul Friedman. I'm the founder of the Marriage Foundation, and this topic is a great topic. So stay with me. And hopefully you're a subscriber. If not, you'll want to be. Is it my job to make my husband happy? And what if I just said, yeah, it is? Or how about if I said, well, you promised? No, that doesn't work. Let's really dig into this so you understand it. First of all, I'm going to tell you how Satan, and I do believe in Satan, he's not this devilish guy who comes around and waits in your closet or anything weird like that. He's this subtle trickster, and he takes really good things and gives it just a little bit of a twist to deceive us. He's the deceiver, right? I mean, a great example of that is going to war, right? In the name of God. Oh my God, how stupid is that? God loves all of us. He doesn't want us to go to war. So how about this? A lot of people say, well, yeah, if you make your husband happy, he'll make you happy, because as you give, so you get. And that is not quite true. You see, when it comes to love, we don't love in order for someone to love us back. That's not unconditional love. Unconditional love is the highest form of love because it's how God loves us. What happens, though, is even sweeter. It's much better. Think about this. Where does love come from? You cannot manufacture love. In fact, when you feel love, your mind wants to close the door because it can't handle it so big. Love is amazing. It's the most spiritual thing there is. It's God. So when we feel love, it's like, whoa, right? When you give love, what you're actually doing, it's not the love of you that you're giving, it's God's love. He's the only one who manufactures love. So you're giving God's love, and there's an expression I love. It goes, the channel is blessed by that which flows through it. You are a channel. When you choose to be, you have free will. So when you give love without any inhibition, without any restriction, the way God loves you, God's love can flow through you and you feel it. Now, a great example of this, in case you don't remember having done this with your husband, is when you've done it with your children and you do something for them out of love, pure love, and it sometimes just wells up your heart, even brings tears to your eyes. It does that with me, and I know it does with others. It's a real example that I've used working with people one-on-one. And so that experience of giving love is not intended to be in order for me to get it back. The truth is, if your husband loves you with all that he has, the filters that you have, which are common, we all have filters, won't allow it in. Because psychophysiologically, we are driven primarily, unfortunately, by our bodies. Our bodies are driven by self-preservation. You know this from biology in middle school. Self-preservation is how you know something is alive. You're a soul. The soul is not worried about self-preservation, but you have a body when you come into creation, and you have a mind. And so what happens is the body is hitting the mind, and it's telling the mind, watch out, be careful, don't trust it, run away from this, face this, this is a threat. It doesn't allow love to come in. But when you give love, then that psychophysiological attribute doesn't impact you. And by training your mind, which is what you're supposed to do, you're a human being, you have a mind, because you're essentially a soul, but you have a mind, you're supposed to master it. So by training the mind to nurture love, to nurture devotion, well, guess what? That's going to make your husband very happy. And guess what? It's also going to make you very happy. Not because he's going to give it back. He probably will. But don't look for that. Don't expect that. Don't care about that. Give him love, because that's how you'll feel God's love flowing through you. Isn't that beautiful? This is why the Marriage Foundation is here. So we could teach marriage the way it's intended to be lived. Really. Marriage is amazing when you know what you're doing. We've had thousands and thousands of people take our courses. Thousands and thousands of people have read my books. And now we have over 27,000 subscribers. And we're reaching people. And so the next step, if you've been a subscriber and you've been following me and you know and you have a sense of what this is all about and you want to become a TMF marriage counselor, we want you. And I can't teach one-on-one anymore, so I'm creating an online course. But the main intention is not just to train, but to create this large community of TMF marriage counselors, TMF, the Marriage Foundation, so that we're all on the same page. So when somebody's looking for marriage help, because not everybody is wanting to save their marriage because their marriage is on the brink, and that's what we do with our online courses. A lot of people just have a problem, and we can help them shift their whole marriage just using that one problem when they come to see us. So if you have an interest, let us know. We're interested in you. Meanwhile, getting back to this topic, is it my job to make my husband happy? I don't care if you see it as your job. See it as your honor. See it as a way for you to experience God's love flowing through you. And I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. It is my honor to be of service to you. So I hope to see you again. God bless you. Thank you. And take care. Take care.